everyone and welcome to another Halloween video! Whoop whoop! I'm wearing this jumper and it says "Not Today." I absolutely love it. It's from Gabriella Lindley. She's a YouTuber and she's great. You should go watch her videos. But let's get started on this video. I'm going to be mixing the Laura Mercier foundation in Ivory and this white cream makeup. I've not even told you what we're going to be today. That was a great start. We're going to be a China doll today. Okay, so I've mixed it all in the back of my hand. I'm just going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to dab it all in. So the reason I mixed it with the foundation is so that it was still pale but not as ridiculously false, if you know what I mean. Like if you use that white face paint on its own, it looks ridiculous, like kids makeup. And we don't really want that. We want it just to look like actual makeup but make you look really, really pale like a China doll. Now if you're finding it's going really patchy, you can always blend it in afterwards. Like use a sponge first but then blend it in afterwards with a buffing brush. I'm using the Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques just to do this. And yeah, it's definitely going a lot better. So I'm now going to set that in place just using my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I usually dab this into the skin but I actually will dust it over because I think it will give it even more blendiness. Even more blendiness, that's a great word. Okay, so I've done this eye and I look really strange, but this is the palette I'm going to be using. I'm just going to use the brush that's in it because it's actually a pretty decent brush. And I'm going to start off with the shade Lula, which is a kind of taupey brown colour. I don't know how to describe colours really. My colour describing isn't great. And I'm just putting that all over the lid. Next I'm going to be taking the shade Muse, which is this crazy copper colour. And I'm just going to be applying that all over the lid again. Look at that, it's so pigmented. I also just put a little bit of the colour Muse underneath my bottom lash line as well, just to make it stand out a bit more. And now I'm going to take the shade Claudia, which is just a black colour, so you can just use any black you want. And I'm just applying that to the outer V and blending it up into the crease. And when I'm blending it into the crease, I'm just getting it right in the hollow because I want my crease to be really, really defined and give me really deep sockets, because China dolls are creepy and deep sockets are creepy too. That was weird. I'm a weirdo. And just flip it over to the other side and really blend it. Next I'm going to take my Harry Potter eyeshadow, and it's the Luna Lovegood one. It says, "You're just as sane as I am." And it's just a really nice silvery colour, and I'm using that in the inner corner of my eye because it's such a good shimmer. Look at that colour. Okay, I'm back. I've done my mascara and my eyebrows because you've seen me do that about a million times by now. I'm just going to go into contour and blusher. So I'm using the Tanya Burr Peachy Cheek palette, and I'm using the shade Beach Bronze for contour and the shade Apricot Flush for blusher. And I'm just using that Real Techniques contour brush. This is my favourite brush for contouring ever. So to contour, you're just sucking in your cheeks like a fish and really, really working the contour into the cheekbones. China dolls, I don't know if they're dead as such, but well, when they come to life, they're not really dead, are they? But they've got really, really defined cheekbones and absolutely perfect skin, so you do want to really, really contour. That contour is insane. So now I'm just using the same blusher that I showed you earlier, and I'm just going to go crazy with this because China dolls have really rosy cheeks. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I'm using the Gramination lipstick in the shade Black Rose, and it's just a really dark berry shade. I've deliberately left my foundation on my lips so I can shape my lips like a doll. So I'm doing a really full bottom lip. Okay, so that's the makeup look done. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a rundown. So we've got the copper eyes and shimmer in the inside corners, loads of blusher, loads of contour, and a red lipstick. It can be dark red or it can be bright red, it's completely up to you. Now I'm going to get into my costume and show you it. So I'm wearing this really princessy evening type dress. it's not something I normally wear. I used to wear things like this, but not anymore. But it fits perfectly for being a China doll. So basically just wear anything kind of evening style. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Halloween video. Bye!